Hi, I'm Counselor Fox. I'm a family and trauma counselor, founder of Fox Adoption and Counseling LLC, and I am the developer of Remm. That stands for Replacement Experience Memory Method. And together with former U.S. Army Specialist McLean, we produced the military and first responder version of Remm. We did this to invite those with invisible injuries to come together for the purpose of healing stress, anxiety, and PTSD. So in this video, this is a good one. We're going to talk about trauma today. One author says about trauma, I love this quote because it just describes exactly what trauma does to you. Quote, "The atom smasher of one's belief and assumptive world," unquote. Atom smasher. What that means to me is that trauma takes the large stability of one's brain and breaks it down into the smallest atoms and then continues to antagonize and ballistically attack those. So it is an atom smasher. I totally agree with this particular author. One study shows that 90% of all Americans will suffer trauma and loss of some sort in their life. Now, military family members, however, and those that are first responders know all too well that they have a double exposure to trauma because they are exposed to that risk of life on a moment-by-moment basis, both in the theater of war and, of course, back here in civilian life for first responders. Do we break under catastrophic failure and give up after severe trauma or total destruction? Question. Or do we choose to be resilient? Question. Pain is punishment. Pain is unproductive. Now the U.S. Army teaches Rangers, quote, that pain is weakness leaving the body, unquote. And though that serves its purpose, pain reveals spiritual failure for some people. Pain is not good. It's bad. Pain is incompatible with a loving God. You don't put pain and goodness together in the same sentence. Our investigation of resilience will illustrate how God's goodness, omnipresence, and omnipotence provide courage and confidence as we struggle with pain in our lives. So the brain is very malleable. Okay, it is very open to new ideas, new events, new languages, all those in response to environmental interventions. So in a sense, we say the brain is plastic. It's malleable, plasticity. Even in adulthood, okay, it reshapes itself to fit a new reality. One of my favorite doctors, Dr. Meichenbaum, records one neurological patient who said, "The problems never go away, but I become much more clever at solving them," which is one way to look at it. Possibly one of my favorite doctors is Dr. Frank Ochberg. He puts it this way: "You'll never forget the memory, but you don't have to remember it all the time." I highly suggest his website to just get a mountain of good things from. There's poems and songs and sayings and advice and videos, and you can find it from giftfromwithin.org. So go there and grab what you can. It's wonderful stuff. I wrote a paper 2 years ago, and it was titled Global Diffuse Disorder of the Cerebral Hemisphere, or Psychoneuroimmunology. And basically what this means is you got your bell rung, okay? You got your bell rung. You had a head injury. You damaged the components in your brain that make everything work properly. So how your brain works, how your body reacts to how your brain is thinking, that whole connection between your psyche and your nervous system and your body functions is all connected through psychoneuroimmunology. So you can learn a lot more about this by joining an SSG and become part of Remm. So you can visit my website at remmworks.webs.com You're always welcome to send me an email at remmworks42@gmail.com, and follow me on Twitter at remmworks, and then Facebook.com/remmworks. So hopefully we will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and God bless you.